Y'all ever had a gorgeous girl come into your life, take care of you, feed you, while you slowly fall for her, and you both grow a super sweet bond that seems like it's something only achievable in a dream? Of course you haven't.
But only losers watch that type of anime like that. Yo, what you didn't see that, bro?
Hey, that's why we have the angel next door. The Angel Next Door Spoiled Me Run is an anime that might as well have given me diabetes due to how wholesome and sweet it is. It explores many themes of self-love, empathy, honesty, and just an overall beautiful bond between two very sweet, caring people. Unlike Toradora, this didn't just heal my wounds, it gave me need for something just as pure. At first, I dismissed this anime despite the many recommendations my friends gave me, mainly because the art style looked like it was designed for a different type of show, if you catch my drift. I would never watch that. It looks like it's for gooners, I said. But one very lonely, eventful night, the show came into my recommendation, and in a moment of weakness, I gave in, just to immediately understand why it was so praised by everyone.
Nice.
For anyone who hasn't watched the show, it's basically about this bum named Amane, who by chance ended up being neighbors with the beautiful angel of school, Mahiro. After an incident where he lends her his umbrella when she gets caught in the rain, he catches cold and Loki dies. Fortunately for him, she finds him, sick and unconscious on his apartment floor, and realizes she's dealing with a total bum. She gets him right, while they develop one of the best dynamics ever known in anime history. Before we get into that though, I want to talk about them both as characters, starting off with Amane. He's a high school student who lives alone after some stuff went down at home, and as most anime kids with a troublesome home are, he's also a complete and utter mess, emotionally and physically. But we love him for the small but meaningful actions he takes towards his friends. That's what draws us into him as a character. He's not flashy, but genuine, always sincere, and I mess with it. Now, Mahiro, on the other hand, she is the angel we all love and adore, but not in the way you think. When she first pulls up to Amane's place, she calls him out for being a lazy slob and makes him get his stuff together, which he does. And I mean, I think if anyone had a beautiful girl hollering at them to get their stuff together, I think they all would. At first, she's mean to him, but in a kind way, and at school, she's a different being altogether, always so kind and so polite, seemingly invulnerable even, or at least that's what everybody thinks. She does have her own stuff going on, and it kills her silently while she puts up the facade of a picture-perfect girl who has it all figured out. Deep behind that mask, she desires someone who wouldn't see her as the angel, but as just any other girl, and lucky for her, our favorite bum comes to her rescue. Now, the beautiful part about this is how they interact with each other as characters. They're both obviously hurt from their past, for different reasons, and approach their trauma in different ways. They're both in a tough spot before they meet each other, and when they do meet, their whole world glows up. Amane is a slob in his own right, but at his core, he's just a sweet guy. While Mahiro on the outside is sweet, but on the inside, she's a mess. This allows for them to take care of each other, and help each other, in ways they can't really help themselves. For example, Amane is a guy who was used and manipulated in his past, and got pretty depressed afterwards, doubted what was real, and closed himself off in his room. He became a mess and a big self-doubter. For a kid who his whole life was accustomed to having his parents take care of his things for him, when he moved out, bro genuinely didn't know what to do, and he got caught in the perpetual goon cycle until Mahiro came into his life and picked him back up. She gave him a reason to pick himself back up and take care of himself, not only for him, but for her too. He develops as a guy, and by the end of the series, he promises to Mahiro that he will become a man that can stand by her. However, this isn't only the case for Amane, it's the case for Mahiro too. The beautiful part about this is that it's set up in a way to where both Mahiro and Amane learn and support each other, while continuously learning things about themselves, always being brutally honest, even when it's not easy. They learn to suppress their toxic traits and instead learn and grow into their own people, as well as into their relationship. They become inseparable. And it means something to me, man.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
The way they grow closer really feels natural due to small yet meaningful moments that catch up to you, and I really want to talk about these moments, starting off with the first time that Mahiro cooks for Amane. The first time Mahiro comes to Amane's apartment, she's initially shocked and even put off by his living conditions, questioning why she's even messing with this dude. However, despite her acting so mean to the guy who just borrowed her umbrella and saved her from a cold, she just moves past it all and keeps trying to help him out, feeding him, showing him kindness in a way more impactful than words. Afterwards, Mahiro watches him eat stuff with the nutritious value of a lunchly, and like the queen she is, she gives him her leftovers, genuinely concerned for the poor guy's life, but her efforts aren't in vain. Like I said before, Amane isn't just a typical romance MC. He develops, he tries, and with her support, he gets back on his feet and asks for her help to learn how to cook, feeling guilt due to freeloading so much. Mahiro, of course, recognized his sincerity, and they began to grow closer. But don't think only Amane grew, because in this show, growth is a two-way street. When we first meet Mahiro at school, she seems invulnerable to anything, always smiling, beaming with joy. However, what lies beyond the surface is just a neglected girl who desires a place she can relax, a place to be herself, a place that doesn't see the angel, but instead Mahiro, a place she could call home. She yearns for someone who doesn't put her on a pedestal, and fortunately for her, she meets him on a rainy day, when she was cold, miserable, and all alone on the swing set. We see her true nature around Amane, and he embraces all aspects of it, leading her to eventually confide her life back at home to him after he catches a glimpse of her and her mom talking. She begins to emotionally rely on him more, and he responds to those feelings every time. It's so wholesome, it made me feel a way I've never felt before. And you already know my fat ass was cheesing while sitting alone on the bed, eating my 4th pack of Gushers for the night.
That will never be me, bro.
Just watching them take care of each other had me smiling in my bed, each episode more enjoyable than the other. Moments just as simple as them two hanging out, cleaning, cooking, meeting Amane's parents, meeting his friends. All this felt so beautiful, and not a moment passed where I felt like they were wasting time. And don't even get me started when the show starts climaxing. As Amane is approached about his feelings by his best friend Itsuki, he's forced to confront these feelings, treating her more romantically. And despite her reciprocating, he still doubts himself. But as I've repeated again and again, this is a MC with a backbone to grow. Eventually, he's forced into a corner where he teases her and she kisses his cheek. She promptly runs away and later confesses her feelings during the cliche school festival arc. Amane holds himself back due to self-doubt, but in the climax of the series, he finally builds all the self-confidence he's got and realizes that just letting go of her won't do. He vows to become a better man for Mahiro, and they become a couple.
俺と付き合ってくれるか? Nice.
A beautiful 12-episode season that left me satisfied, till I was told there would be more. And hey, I ain't complaining though. As much as I want to call this a mid-tier anime, it's honestly really good. It defies the standards of a beautiful girl just falling for a loser, and Amane tries to put the work in. Their dynamic, despite being a basic one, is one funded on mutual love, affection, trust, and supporting each other in the healthiest way they can. Sure, it might be too good to be true, but it made me reflect on my past relationships and look at myself from the outside, really evaluating what I want from myself and my partner. My love life hasn't been the greatest, to be honest, so watching this made me cry tears of joy. It had me feeling a little like, just damn. By the time the season was over, I couldn't help just applaud this piece of absolute cinema. It wasn't like anything I'd ever seen, and I was hungry for more. In my pursuit for something just as peak, I asked my friend, "When is season 2?" And that was when I was hit with a cold realization.
He recommended me. The Angel Next Door Explosion Run. That shit gave me diabetes. I was so happy. I heard that there was a season 2 coming out, but I didn't know how soon, right? So then I finished it and I'm like, hey man, like that was a great show, you know? Ah man, it's so sweet. I think it gave me diabetes, you know, diabetes. And then I was like, hey, like, when's the next season coming out? He said April! What?
So yeah, I'll just keep watching more romance anime until I eventually feel that haunts out of me. Wait, what'd you say? Get a girlfriend? No, not me! No!
What's up, guys? It's your boy. Thank you if you made it to the very end. Thank you for watching. My next video will probably be my
first experience with Yuri. So if you want to watch that, look forward to it. I'm trying to move some things around. I'm trying to edit better. You know, I hope if anybody did watch it and you saw some improvement from my previous videos. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, stay great. Angel Next Door, forever. Tight. Peace out.
Someday, 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 I wanna wear a crown. Someday, someday, hold up. Someday, I remember Sunday, back way, hey. Someday, I wanna settle down. Someday, oh, I wanna hit the red dot on everybody. Someday, oh, every day I wanna live smoking marijuana. Every day I live marijuana. I've been trying to make you love me, but everything I try just takes you further from me.